Hey.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
I'm in the tech lab, Pathfinder.
Feeling okay? I'll be here if you need me. Got a minute? I'm in the biolab.
just looking for attention, aren't you?
You better watch the capacitors or he'll end up extra crispy.
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
Howdy! Welcome back.
Varl. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Ryder.
They're on an exploration mission.
You're the Pathfinder. Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center. He'd be honored to speak with you.
Should I apply for an outpost?
We ask that you refrain from taking foliage in the Nexus Commons area.
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Ket. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guess you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
If the Angara say yes, I don't see why not.
I wonder who gets to make that call. The Angara don't have much of a government left. Okay, that's... Look, camera off? I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
Then I'll be patient. It'll be something to look forward to.
Thank you. Just a couple more interviews and let's see what happens. Colonist registration is up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh? I heard Camden might try for strawberries. We could send him a gift. What do Angara drink?
Please be mindful of guests visiting the cultural...
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
It's such a mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Hi, this is Jan Garson, founder of the initiative.
Hey, Pathfinder.
We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens. But we know there's always
Hi. Gil Brody is your engineer, right?
That's right.
I'm Bailey. I used to work with him in the hangars here. You wouldn't happen to know if he's available, would you?
Depends on what you mean. His duties keep him pretty busy.
No, I mean like a... Oh, never mind. Just, tell him I said hi, huh?
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a few short minutes going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Ket arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
We came to explore, Ambassador, not conquer. And we have our own challenges.
Yes, which is why I'm here. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Jaravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Sure glad I went to school for this.
Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara. And now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Trust is something that is built or broken. The more certain they are of us, the more certain we can be of them.
Wow. Yeah, I get you.
Talk to them. Get to know them. It can only help.
Good advice. I will.
This is amazing. I can't believe we made it.
I'm glad we did. Sometimes I wonder what I was thinking.
We ask that you refrain from picking foliage in the Nexus Commons area. The consumption or sale of any plant specimens is strictly prohibited by hydroponic regulations.
Hey.
Hey.
Still
Can I
missing some...
help you with anything?
Hello.
The use of firearms on the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
Nice to see you again.
Gear direct to town.
My team and I surveyed Eos thoroughly, and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost. But the old threats are gone.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Heskal?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learn to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
I'm Jean Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center. Please have a look around.
I heard Camden might try for strawberries
We
soon.
hope you'll enjoy learning about the rich diversity of people who have arrived from the Milky Way galaxy.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is HNS.
Have you been to any of the planets yet?
No, I'm posted here until we get everyone out of stasis.
What have you heard?
They're saying a lot of the Golden Worlds went bad for some reason.
Then where are we going to live?
They say not to worry. The Pathfinder's working on it.
This is not good. Damned exiles.
I don't want to take any risks in the new galaxy.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors of the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
Pathfinder?
Good job with the Prodromos outpost, Pathfinder. Ready to wake up a batch of colonists and send them down there. It'll be nice to see their excitement when they realize this is really happening.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
That felt so real. Mom was right there, alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. Your progress as Pathfinder has unlocked an additional memory.
Let's see it.
This memory is of a family gathering on Earth.
Finally, the Ryder clan in one room. It feels like it's been years since we were together.
Or more.
Well, I'll take whatever I can get. I've missed you too.
How are you feeling, Mom?
No, we're not doing that. There's only one rule for this visit. No talking about me. I'm fine. And when I'm not, the pills help. Deal?
Okay.
Good. Let's talk about something else. Alec? Really?
Well, you're both looking taller.
Yeah, Dad, that does tend to happen.
Right, I know. So, I heard the Alliance has a new Mako in the works.
Yeah, word is they can airdrop this one from a ship.
I know. They're saying we might get one on our next expedition.
You still poking around the attic in Traverse?
It's amazing. We think we might have found a Prothean site. No artifacts yet, but we're still digging.
I remember the day they found the first ruins on Mars. Changed my life. We knew for sure that aliens were real. We just had to go find them.
Yes, every day I wake up, I'm looking at a Mass Effect relay and I keep thinking, what's on the other side?
Don't lose that. The minute you stop wondering what's beyond the mountain, you die a little
No
inside.
chance of that. It's in our blood. You infected us.
What was it like, Dad? When you went through that first relay?
Don't believe the stories. The Charon relay scared the shit out of us. Admiral Grissom included. Why don't we go have this dinner your mom's been slaving over all day? I'll tell you all about it.
I remember that. Mom complained the Ryder clan was never in the same room at the same time.
Odd, considering you were family.
That's all you need to know. Dad wasn't much fun to hang around with. The awkward silences could last for hours.
Yet you shared a common interest.
Yeah, good or bad, your parents rub off on you.
A form of symbiosis?
Sure, I suppose. Though not always beneficial.
It gave rise to you.
Jury's still out on that.
Nevertheless, the emotional bonds among family became clear to me that day. I detect additional memories, but they are currently locked. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course. Your father's personal logs.
Give me that, Alec. We've heard enough of you talking. Right. So, here's the irony. My research on biotic implants and EZO caused this stupid disease. But maybe it'll save me, too.
No maybe about it.
Hey, this is my secret log. Anyway, the right type of implant, joined with the right type of AI, could actually bolster human physiology. Even as the disease is trying to kill me, the implant and Sam are counteracting it, keeping things balanced. Result? I get to hang around a little longer. Maybe collect on all those anniversary dinners this guy owes me.
As a Quarian and historian, how do you view your people's reaction to the Geth?
Well, we banned artificial intelligence, which was understandable, but that was taking a hammer to a rather delicate nail.
Which was what?
The very thing that sparked the revolt. The first Geth who asked us, Creator, does this unit have a soul? But how could it have a soul? Geth had no meaningful perceptions of the world or diversity of experiences we take for granted. Worse, the Geth saw us as the Creator. The revolt was inevitable. We were their superiors, and they resented it.
Ryder, Barlavon says you're looking for me. It's not every day an XN7 looks for the Shadow Broker. Anything can be had, provided you can pay. Especially when the tech involves artificial intelligence. The Council will have specters all over my ass if they catch wind of this. Translation, I'll get you the code you want, but the price just doubled. If you try to renege, I've got people. People with guns.
go to Aya. Pathfinder, I hear the Angaran planet Aya is a paradise. We finally found a lush world. When do we start moving in?
In good time. As we become better friends, hopefully we'll all share more and more. But we need to find lush planets of our own. For all of us.
True. But hey, at least now we know one exists, right? I know you'll do it. Keep up the good work, Pathfinder.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Helisaria Basale.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived. On the Nexus.
Then you take the new Angara recruits.
No, that's on you. The boss wants them certified without firearms.
How may I assist?
Why do some colonists have a number letter designation?
All initiative members do. In the CV file somewhere, anyway. It isn't relevant when everyone is doing everything. I suppose it's like caring about a middle name. Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had one.
You were in select company, even before you were made Pathfinder. Rider Pathfinder. Specialist designation A04 Malapa.
Something interesting?
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
I have a specific person I want brought out of cryo.
Name and designation if available.
I heard that the chief engineer on Eos went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now the Prodromos is on track. I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Yes, Pathfinder?
How are we doing on the viability front?
Struggling. Need I remind you that viability isn't abstract? It's lives, our foothold. Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind. We're dying.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
Did you forget the stink that playing favorites has already caused? Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood? Hello again, Pathfinder.
I've been digging, and there are serious concerns about Spender.
And this relates to your job as Pathfinder how?
It relates to your job.
3, 4, 5... Right. I've had a year and a half of doing everything with nothing. 1,000 people riding me. Spender, shit as he is, helps. So, Pathfinder, if you've accusations to make, be certain. I'll drop trouble like a hot rock, but I can't lose people over suspicions. We don't have the people left.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference. Havarl is a draw for the research-minded, despite there being so little established. It remains unusual despite the corrected vault. It may yet be a surprising producer. We shall see.
Director Addison?
Goodbye,
The Cultural Center requests special dietary instructions for Angaran visitors.
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
You sure look thoughtful.
Just thinking about the first time Cash got her hands on a toolkit.
Master engineer from the day she was born?
Quads, no. She worked hard at it. Let's see, the first time, yeah, was our power generator. She took it apart. With the blunt side.
Wouldn't that cause shorts or something?
She liked the fireworks. You can imagine what it was like when she figured out that cracking open bigger things made even bigger sparks.
Cash, Spender is...
Good job on the outpost. Maybe Addison will lighten up.
What do you mean?
She's been pretty upset about not having an initiative outpost established yet. Understandable, if you ask me. I'm just glad she's got work to focus on now.
Pathfinder.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendant.
Well, old man, we're getting there. Put in a good word for us. Tam likes to think he's keeping an eye on us. Works both ways.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
People of the Milky Way. But do you have anything to offer? Our wisdom, our knowledge. We have plenty of that on our own. Of course. And you also have food, water, necessities of life. Now we get to the heart of the matter. I would like to lay a groundwork for trade between our people. What would you trade? Well, wisdom and knowledge. We'll take that under consideration. Good day. Congratulations are in order. Peaceful contact with the Angara. It's everything the initiative stands for.
It was amazing. A culture we'd never met before, in a brand new galaxy. I was just glad to be part of it.
It's a moment to savor. In the Milky Way, first contact was a rare event. I hope rescuing the Moshae leads to stronger ties between our people. Did you have some other business?
That's all. Thanks for your time.
This is how all those worlds...
Colonial Affairs, please advise Director Tan of your status.
A ray of hope for sleep-starved residents. Maintenance begins on malfunctioning sun lamps, causing unending daylight in some Nexus quarters. This is HNS.
Unrefined goods on sale right here. Make them your own.
Hey, Lexi, I tracked out.
The Angaran antiseptic. Oh, Samar. That's the name.
Good to be back here. Ready to hit those scans?
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Through the market. That's it.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me.
Get your raw materials.
I feel so out
for
of
us,
place
for
here.
science, for you.
People keep staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Maybe they've all got huge crushes on you.
Ryder, that's a little far-fetched.
I don't think so. Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Sure, Ryder.
Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should head up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
If someone wants trouble, I'm not afraid to give it to them.
Ruling in the market won't help. I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels. Got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jar can tell us, so I did what we do back in crisis response. Bend the rules.
You do what you have to, but let's not make a habit of it.
I don't want to. Like I said, I don't blame them for getting cross. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
We'll save the market for another day.
Good idea, Pathfinder. We've enough trouble, probably more coming.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
Getting into trouble, Drac? Do I need to keep you on the ship?
Not what I meant. Just thinking it can't be easy to be Angara under the Ket's boot. Old Krogan like me can relate.
Hello?
Anything else you need, Suvi?
See if you can find Angaran batteries.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
You got it.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
All systems green. Back towards Vold. Beginning approach.
Vold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
From the cat. It's Haljan.
There are procedures. We don't skip.
I hear you have a very impressive vehicle, yes?
We call it the Nomad.
I'm an amateur mechanic myself. Build vehicles for my people. Upload this schematic for your mechanic, with my compliments. They can upgrade your vehicle's shielding once you find the needed components.
He lives for this shit. It will make his day.
My long-lost brother. You can find some of what you need here on Vold. The rest, out and about.
Please don't call attention to us.
Mashal's dead. You saw the explosion.
Yes, Mashal's explosion. She would have known exactly how to protect herself. We can put a pod together. Go back out there. Herif, maybe, and Eshka.
Don't be foolish, Hannah. Please be angry, grieve, rage, but please drop this.
We're gonna need some kind of stimulant. Yes, what is it? You're that alien they've been talking about on comms, aren't you? Why are you standing here? Don't you have more important places to be?
I'm not sure which question I should answer first.
How about none of them? I simply wanted to express my surprise that someone was in my way.
Dr. Hareen, maybe Ryder could help us with the emergency caches.
Emergency caches?
This is a war zone. Kett attacks are always a risk. Wounded. There's probably a cache of emergency medical supplies nearby. No substitute for real medical attention, but you'll survive long enough to reship.
Problem is the caches are empty right now. We're strained and no one's been out there to replenish supplies.
There's no time to waste. I'll help with whatever you need.
Supply crates are stacked by the wall over there. Directions to the caches are with them. You have a vehicle?
Of course.
Good. Get going.
If you need patching up, you'll have to wait. A patrol just came through and I need to see to them.
Is it just you here?
Volunteer medics are hard to come by, especially ones who can handle Vold.
It's actually warm in here. Those heaters work pretty well.
We don't use them for heat. They generate artificial sun, so we don't go dark.
What do you mean, go dark?
Right, I suppose you wouldn't know about that. Our bodies generate energy from sunlight. If we don't get enough, our immune systems weaken and our bioenergy slows. We go dark.
It can't be easy living in a place like this.
Between the cold and the lack of sun, it's tough to keep morale up. Most of us come from Aya or Haval, so it's a big adjustment. Immunity drops, people get sick. But if the civilians in the settlements can live here without complaint, so can we.
I'll come back.
I'll be...
Leave me be. Keep moving.
Looks like supplies aren't getting through to the Resistance.
Maybe we should talk to the requisitions officer.
Welcome. You are the Pathfinder, yes? I am Roshua Lin.
What are these symbols on the wall?
Our people worship in private here. And I give the blessings. Would you like one?
I'm a bit of a stranger to your faith.
A stranger in all things, perhaps. The blessing is offered with simple goodwill.
Why don't you practice religion in public?
Those who are slaves to the Ket are forbidden to express their spiritual beliefs. We honor their isolation by practicing privately. Faith is also strongest when no one sees it.
It would be an honor.
I give you strength and courage, yet be clear your heart.
You seem troubled.
Oh, Pathfinder Rider. I was just speaking a blessing for 2 of our young soldiers murdered by the Ket. So many dead or disappeared, but these 2 cuts are the deepest yet.
Do you need space? I can go.
It's all right. Speaking grief lessens it. These children were swayed by a new belief that's taken hold. A soul finds enlightenment through reincarnation, but some now think they can force this. They fling themselves at death, thinking they will be reborn stronger. Glory seekers, we call them.
Reincarnation is a nice thought, but to die for it?
This has consequences. If you meet some of these glory seekers, do what you can to save them from death. That's all any of us can do.
How do you become a priestess?
With great hardship. Only those who know darkness can lead others to light. I speak weekly words for those who seek them. They take my words to their families, so that they all find the strength I once longed for.
What do you believe?
In the never-ending growth of a soul that is reincarnated within a family. A righteous action in this life begets enlightenment in the next. And with that, a stronger dynasty.
What happens to the souls of exalted Angara?
This is our great heartache. They are kept from the family dynasty. Lost to us in all ways.
Thank you. These are the emergency medical supplies the doctor mentioned. We have to get them to the caches. Sam, you saving the location data?
Of course, Pathfinder.
Heard about the Ket ambush.
You must be the Pathfinder who saved the Moshai. I'm Anyek Dozil, commander of this encampment. You're welcome here as an ally of the Angara.
I appreciate the warm welcome. It's a joke. To break the ice? Get it? Warm welcome? Ice?
Ryder? No.
Probably a translation thing.
Perhaps. Strange jokes aside, I hope you will join our fight against the Ket. We could certainly use the help.
We've held the Ket at bay, but have been unable to deal a decisive blow. The longer things drag on, the greater our disadvantage.
That's why I came here. To help.
If you want to know where you can make a difference, go to the post that overlooks the valley. Nothing happens on Vold without our lookouts knowing about it. Before you go, is there anything else I can help you with?
I've met Ephra. He's... interesting.
He's never been good at first impressions. He can be stern, but he's exactly what the Resistance needs. Ephra took a scattered band of civilian fighters and molded them into an effective army. What success we've had against the Ket is entirely due to his leadership.
Most people seem to really respect him.
Because he would do anything for his people, he inspires the same in us. We may not always agree with Ephra, but we'd follow him to the end of the stars.
How long has the Resistance been around?
Nearly as long as the Ket. With our military destroyed, civilians took the fight into their own hands. They formed the Resistance as a final effort to retake our home.
It seems to be working.
Only since Ephra took over. His tactics gave us the push we needed against the Ket. But even now, we're a long way from winning.
That's it for now.
I'll be...
Pathfinder.
Hello?
I found that plant you wanted.
Great. I'll give the recipe a try when I'm off duty. I've already got ideas for how to jazz it up. And I'll keep working on Mr. I don't like movie nights here to come along.
I like them. Just not when Gil is glowering at me.
Fold orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Temperatures are below freezing and continuing to fall.
I love you. Fine.
Life support at 100%.
He's young. He doesn't understand yet.
Give me a double dose of summer, quick. Double? Just do it.
Jarl, have you come back to us?
Briefly.
And these must be the strangers I've heard so much about. You know, if not for Jarl, I might kill you.
This is my friend, Macy. She helps supply the resistance.
That must be difficult out here.
Jarl's the brave one.
How do you get supplies with the cat everywhere?
The same way we came. There are caves and hidden paths all over Vold.
It's hard to fly in, so my children run most items through the caves, little by little.
Children?
Their size makes it hard for the cat to detect. We all do what we can out here, even children.
Are you selling anything we could use?
I have almost nothing left. What I do have, we need if we're going to stand any chance against the Ket. Maybe if you clear that Ket station on the South Road, I'd be able to bring in more and spare something for you.
How do you feel about Ephra?
Some speak ill of the man, but his plan is bold and the resistance is important. I'll do what I can to help until I can't help anymore.
Good luck, and stay safe.
Just make sure you return Jarl to us.
What do you need?
How are you holding up against the Ket?
It hasn't been easy. We've had our victories, but we're a small force. Too small.
Didn't Ephra send recruits?
Most of them are young, untrained. If we want to beat the Ket, we need medics, technicians, and skilled fighters.
Then Ryder and I will help.
We will?
If the commander needs recruits, we'll find them.
I'm an outsider. How could I convince anyone to join your resistance?
You may be an outsider, but Jarl is an experienced soldier with unmatched passion. He's inspired the will to fight in so many of us.
And you're the hero who saved our Moshai. That carries weight.
Jarl's right. We can find the people you need.
I'd be happy to take anyone you send my way. You have my gratitude, both of you.
That's it for now.
Squadron Evera. I'm picking up hostiles. Hold. Hostile.
Hope they give me a
Pulsing.
You think I'll see any Ket?
Not likely.
They don't venture this close.
From this room, we keep track of our brothers and sisters in the field.
You don't win a war without good organization.
An impressive surveillance system.
Rylus?
That's me, yes. I'm Rylus. Wow. You really showed up.
You seem thrilled. Honestly, it's nothing special.
Nothing special? You saved the Moshai from the Ket. And not just the Moshai. So many people owe you their lives. Anyway, I should get to the point. Your raid on the Exaltation facility sent the Ket scrambling. They're trying to get their operations in order. Our scouts report increased Ket movement through certain areas of Vold. Not military, though. Science and research vessels.
Doesn't matter if they're science Ket, warrior Ket, janitorial Ket. They're all bad news.
Some of us were concerned they might be planning more Exaltation. Or putting more of our people through torturous study. We don't have the tech to break into their bases. But someone has to stop them.
You're talking to the right person. We always help our friends and allies.
I knew you'd help. I'll send the nav point immediately.
They all say the same thing. The Resistance is missing supplies.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Vold?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Ket have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Ket, yes. The largest, Destroyer, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. we are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Astraea.
It's the recent focus of Ket attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Ket learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Ket are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols with the Dara means fewer raids on Ket camps. The Ket know this and use it against us.
Pathfinder, something I can do for you?
You the requisitions officer? I hear you're having supply issues.
Of course not. I don't know what you've heard, but everything's running fine.
I saw the messages sent to you. What are you hiding?
Keep your voice down. I need to keep this news contained. No one knows the shipments have stopped. If word gets around, we'll have a serious morale drop. I need to investigate this quietly.
You have any leads?
Not much. The supplies make it planetside, but never reach the base. The obvious answer is the Ket. Sabotage is their style. We changed our drop point, but no luck. I can't send someone to investigate without word getting around. I guess there's no avoiding it eventually.
I can take a look at the drop point. That way no one will panic.
I can't sanction an official search, but I also can't stop you from investigating on your own. The nav point for the last drop location is in my personal console. You seem to be adept at decryption, so I'll let you figure out the rest.
Joe, my friend. Welcome home, brother.
Decryption successful, Pathfinder. Updating your nav system with a supply drop point. I'm reading a severe temperature drop.
But I brought the snacks last time.
The ambient
I
temperature
never get
is normal.
care packages from IAD.
Whoa! Didn't mean to sneak up on you.
Squinting stars. It's the Pathfinder. We heard about how you punched the Ket. Punched them right in the exaltations. So amazing.
Shut up, Beniska. You're embarrassing.
You shut up. I'm being charming, right?
The Angara have been wonderful to us, including yourself. So thank you.
See? We're building bonds here to seek.
So what's out there? Any tips?
As a start, you could join our fight in Hajara, where those red lights are. I hear someone's looking for help.
Or you could just go there and kill some Ket. They're everywhere.
Anything else you need to know? We've been stationed here forever, so we're experts.
Those red lights. You said that's Hajara?
Yes. Hajara Station, one of the Dar in the valley. It's a small community, mostly scientists. There's people there that might need help if you haven't checked it out already.
How do they live out there?
Why so surprised? We've adapted to this weather.
Those lights are conspicuous. Don't the Ket attack?
We've adapted to that too. The Ket want to take us alive, so we fight to the death. It seems to deter them.
What's that alien facility on that mountain over there?
That's the Ket Command Center. We have constant eyes on it.
What's its purpose?
It controls Ket operations on the entire planet. There's always ships coming and going.
I came face to face with the prefect there. Meanest, motherless Visan I ever saw.
Even the Ket seemed afraid. We don't have much intel on her, though.
Do you know of any remnant sites or ruins?
I think so. Actually, I don't know.
Seek, do you ever read the dailies?
No, you'll tell me if I need to know something.
So where is it?
Tall lights, over on your right somewhere.
I'll let you get back.
You be...
So brave.
She is. Both recovered and brave. Thank you for asking.
Tempest, we're gonna need the Nomad. My position.
Deploying forward station. Good luck, Ryder.
Activating automated forward station deployment. Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Okay, Sam, what's Vold got for us?
Ket activity appears to be centered around this large central command post. According to Resistance intelligence, the base coordinates all Ket military efforts on Vold.
And taking it down will cripple their operations.
In theory. However, given the trouble the Angara Resistance has had infiltrating the base, it will not be a simple task. I recommend a more cautious approach that starts with the investigation of smaller Ket installations.
What about the Angara? The Resistance, what's their status?
Resistance dispatches indicate there is someone in Hajara who needs help. We could visit Tekix, a larger and more established Angara Dar that is nearby.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Pathfinder, Vold's temperature range is fixed well below freezing, with pockets of even more severe conditions. This necessitates the use of the Nomad. I advise against prolonged exposure to the cold.
Got it. Don't crash the car.
Our scans have detected remnant monoliths, which suggests the presence of a vault.
And that means we might be able to melt this ice cube. All right, we've got our work cut out for us. Let's get going.
Hello? Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation? No. This is you trying to figure me out. Categorize my flaws. That isn't. Old orbit is steady.
Approaching the LZ.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support at 100%. Life support levels critical. Please seek safety. Life support failing. Seek safety immediately. I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Systems are failing, Pathfinder.
Please be careful, Ryder.
Trust me.
Follow the lights, Ryder.
We're out of the worst of it. Temperature should be manageable now. Cat, coming this way!
Quickly! Before they find the resistance!
Over here! Scott, they almost got past me.
Easy, are you alright?
Better now that those Ket are dead. I thought I could lead them the other way. If you hadn't come along, they'd be halfway to our camp by now.
How bad are you hurt? Can you make it back?
It'll be comical, but I can walk. And I know a secret route to the camp. Just wide enough for one. I can get back faster than your rover.
Have the Ket tracked down the resistance here?
No, these scum caught a signal flash and were too stubborn to ignore it. You didn't give them time to report in. All their superiors will know is that they went missing in the blizzard.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just a scout. I'm supposed to make sure the Ket get lost out here and stay lost. But they were more prepared than I thought. I got careless.
We have to keep going.
Go. I'll roll the Ket bodies off the cliff before I head back.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
Why were Angara attacking us?
Pathfinder, I detect a datapad nearby.
Axul is stockpiling supplies. Why?
It's troubling. Efra should hear of this.
Pathfinder, I have informed Olisk. The drop point is secure.
Good. The Resistance should get their supplies now.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface.
That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
I wonder if the Angara would let us train with them. I'd like to see their methods.
They're a tough bunch.
I, and many others, have never known a world without Ket. The Resistance fights so our children may one day be free.
Nice work.
Undocumented mineral nearby, Pathfinder. Head ahead, Pathfinder. I recommend caution.
How many AI like Sam are there? Back where you are from.
Not many. Most people are afraid of AI. Pardon? Maybe not, but when AI do go rogue, they're a real threat.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
We saw this area from the lookout post.
Let's see if someone here needs help.
The main axle's got iced up again. What's causing it?
Probably an issue with the de-icing system. I'll take a look.
I saw your ship land earlier. Impressive vehicle.
I was about to say the same to you. Is that thing Ket?
Sure is. On our last dig, the Ket destroyed our land cruiser. So I decided to repurpose one of theirs. It's only fair.
You stole from the Ket? You're my hero.
From what I hear, you're doing a lot more than just stealing from them.
Is using Ket machinery common out here?
Only if we stumble on it, or steal it. Mostly we stay away from their stuff, in case it's a trap.
They set traps?
Sometimes they rig their machines to explode and lay them out for us. I'd say they're clever, but they learned it from us.
What do you do here besides jacking vehicles?
I was a civil engineer on Aya. Now I'm a mechanic for the research equipment here. One minute you're designing an aqueduct, the next you're elbow deep in an ice drill.
That's a big change.
I wouldn't trade it for anything. It's tough out here, but every day's exciting. Besides, Aya can get on without me. Ajara Station needs me.
Do you work with Remnant tech?
Not really. I can't activate it, so there's no point. Those tool structures with the lights are fascinating, though. I'd love to get inside one and tinker around. If you're interested, they're north of here.
I'll get going.
Stay warm.
The ambient temperature is normal.
Can't get deep enough to take
Life support is stable.
The ice is too thick. If I had better equipment, we would have finished days ago.
Try asking Armroll about it.
You're that alien Pathfinder they call Ryder. Oh, I wish I could talk. But I gotta get this sky-cursed piece of junk working. It's been picking up weird interference for days. I can't transmit data to our colleagues in Talara.
Tech, huh? At the end of the day, it's just a mess of metal and plastic.
And yet we trust our lives with it. Oh, I need to take a break before I kill someone. If you want, feel free to poke around.
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits.
We can't just attack an entire Ket base.
So you're just giving up on Neilj? He was your best friend.
No. I'm saying we need to think about this. Get in touch with Buxton and form a proper plan.
They could be dead or worse by the time your thinking's done. Stars. It's you. You're the one who saved the Moshai. We've all heard. Hitting the Ket where it counts has really helped our morale.
Finding allies in the Angara has been a great boost for us.
We are united by our struggle against the Ket. My grandmother used to say that the mingling of shed blood makes family as surely as birth. Want to kill more Ket? I need someone to rescue my Uncle Neilj. I'm not a fighter yet, or I'd go myself. If the Ket move him from the labor camp, we'll lose him forever.
What's a Ket labor camp for?
Different things. They put people in cages there. Sometimes they make them work. Sometimes they collect Angara, and once they have enough, they move them. And sometimes they just kill them. My father died that way.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. Make sure I don't lose more family.
I'll get your uncle.
Here's the nav point of the labor camp. Please hurry. Neilj may not have much time.
I'm pretty sure there's something here. Completely different. They contain traces of 4 different radioactive isotopes.
Could be something else. Industrial emission, weapons tests, someone... Ah, you're Ryder. It's an honor to meet you. What can I do for you?
You were saying something about ice talkers?
Huh? Don't let anyone hear you. Stupid story that started years ago when Dinor and I were students in Australia. Talk to Dinor. He knows more about how that tale spread.
What are you doing with this giant block of ice?
That was cut out from below Hijaro. We're right above an inland sea and the ice goes deep. Very deep. Everything under the first layer was perfectly preserved from a time before the Scourge. There's a lot we can learn from the composition of the deeper layers. Microbes, ancient life forms, all untouched by the Scourge.
I won't disturb your work.
Only the Ket showed us the same courtesy.
The numbers check out. I don't know what else I can do to strengthen my argument. Oh, hello. You're that Ryder alien everyone's talking about. What can I do for you?
You said something about ice talkers? What are those?
Oh, that's something of a joke between me, journalists, and everyone who went to school with us in Australia. One of our classmates was at an old archaeological dig and thought he heard a voice through the ice. 2 months later, another group claimed they heard the same thing, an angry voice.
What was it?
Too much Malay, that's what journalist says. Now it's become something of a joke between us.
This isn't Haval. You spend too long out there in the dark, you'll get weak, sick, or worse.
It's bad. I get it. How do I stay alive?
The moment you see sunlight, break cover. Soak up all the rays you can.
I'll be a target.
Not for long. You'll get a lot from just 5 minutes of exposure. After that, get back under cover.
The human is listening to us.
You here to learn survival tips from old Percy?
Why does your kind need the sun?
We draw nourishment from solar radiation. Keeps us sharp. Even heals minor injuries.
But we have to keep out of sight, or the Ket will spot us.
You sound like an expert, and I'd like to survive.
What I can teach wouldn't help. Different biology.
Your body can't store it charge.
If you go too long without sunlight, do you get sick?
Lack of regular exposure puts our bodies under stress. Too much of that, and we're no use to anyone.
Have to keep my strength up for the resistance.
Good luck out there.
I'm ready to go, Posse.
Not so fast. You still don't know how to read a weather pattern.
Farther east.
Guess I didn't make it here. I sent a team to look at that architect.
Good. Make sure they don't get too close. There could be remnants nearby. They told me you might be coming through. Watch your step. We buried data probes in the snow.
What is this place?
Ijara Station, the only research base on Vold. Educated on Aya, trained by the Resistance.
Takes guts to be stationed out here alone.
They only send scientists who can handle themselves in a fight. Since the Resistance can't always protect us, we protect ourselves.
Are you in charge here?
Lead researcher. Worked as a seismologist on Aya before I volunteered for Hijara.
You volunteered?
We all did. Aya is fine, but all that green gets boring. I can't speak for the rest, but I came here for the adventure. So far, Vold has lived up to my expectations. Always a new mountain to scale.
How long has this station been around?
Only a few years. This used to be Ket territory before the Resistance pushed them out. We've discovered a wealth of resources the Ket protected out here. Metals, minerals, even a new species of edible cold-weather fungus.
All that was hidden under the ice?
And more. We've only scratched the surface.
I'll come back if I need anything.
I'll be here.
Well, I haven't seen many of your kind around here, but I've heard lots about the Pathfinder from my friends on Aya.
All good things, I hope.
So far.
I'll take a look at your stock.
Got plenty of supplies. Looking to buy?
Do you get much business out here?
I do all right. The trick is to not stay in one place too long. I travel between here and Techix. Sometimes they even make it up to the Resistance camp.
Isn't that dangerous with the Ket all around?
I've had a few close calls, but they haven't caught me yet. The stars are on my side.
I'm good for now.
Come back if you need anything. What'd he say?
He directed me to Leth. I should
What is
have
that
reckoned
noise?
sun a sky.
Why is the connection so
Download.
unreliable
We'll do
these
something
days?
about it.
High-powered communications array, most likely for planet-wide communications.
Makes sense. Anything on that interference the researcher talked about?
I am detecting a signal. It is faint, but this equipment is sensitive. Pathfinder, I also observe a regular pattern in this emitted signal. It may be artificial.
You don't mean... Ket? Are you saying the Ket are disrupting our comms? We must look into this.
Good time for a field op, Jal. What's your combat disposition?
I kill the enemy before they see me. Do I need another one?
No, that'll do fine.
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder.
Remnant pillars ahead. Might give us trouble.
Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Additional triggers are required. I'm reading a temperature decrease. Pathfinder, the Remnant have altered the landscape ahead.
You and Ryder move in the open very freely.
We have to. We're here to explore.
It's only strange after years of keeping our heads down against the Ket. One day we'll destroy them. I'm determined that it will be soon.
The camp.
thought this would be the perifauna.
Ice or mineral deposits may be reflecting false positives. The real signal must be relatively close.
What do you do for fun?
You've seen my plans.
I'm beginning to suspect that the Angaran word for fun doesn't translate well.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support at 100%. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Pathfinder, this location could support an outpost, but the planet is not yet viable.
Another eidetic trigger, Sam?
Yes, though my memory array remains locked. Additional triggers are required. Life support restored.
The planets of Helios still look so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
That looks like Ket tech. they come! Nice work.
We are nearing the nav point provided by Sokar Isov on Aya.
Some kind of fight happened here.
I detect traces of weapons fire consistent with Ket's technology.
Ket. Great. Found them.
Scans reveal these crates contain Angaran weapons.
Oh, really now?
Of course.
Oh, did Sokar not mention he helps us out sometimes?
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Our histories say there were once flower meadows on Vold. Colors we didn't have names for.
Whatever you think of it, this is a beautiful planet.
They said it was a golden world. I'm still reeling.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system. I'm reading a temperature decrease.
You have a huge task. To responsibly...
This is the Ket labor camp Skion talked about.
Let's find Niels.
You're here to rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. Life support at 100%.
Get me out of here! I'm gonna kill these kids!
Excellently done.
Get one of those Angara heaters in here. Nomad's heat isn't doing anything for me.
It's not that cold. Let it go.
Are you going the right way?
I'm detecting below normal temperatures.
This is the Ket labor camp Skiot talked about.
I'm ready when you are.
It corners a little poorly, doesn't it? Your vehicle?
I swear I will turn this car around.
rescue us. The control panel is right there. Shut this down. Once I have a weapon, I'm gonna destroy these Kett.